Good morning, everyone. Let's take a couple deep breaths as we center ourselves. Let's expand our solar plexus energy. Make it as big as you in all directions. Now make it 6 feet bigger than you in all directions. Good job. How are you doing this morning? How's your beautiful body doing this morning? At times it feels like spring is just around the corner. And at times it feels like spring is so far, 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 far away. Yesterday we were at 11 degrees. It was really, really, really cold. I think we're getting another wave of coldness coming our way. But over the weekend, last weekend, it was nice and warm. I would say balmy, maybe late 50s. Maybe some of us are wanting spring to get here really fast, while others are dragging their feet, not wanting to move on to spring so fast. And as we create our lives, we are in this tug of war. Who will win? The one who has more potency. I'm not putting all my oomph into it. Not worth it. I'll let others fight it. Because the weather is really controlled by humans' emotions and feelings. Unless you consciously ask, then it's given to you. That's why I said I'm going to stay out of this one. Let them, whoever is more potent will win. I'll stay out of it. I don't have a bone in this fight. Go with the flow. How are you creating your life? What adventures are you having? It's fun to work with the weather. The weather is something that you can easily change. And the more you do it, the more it listens to you. But beyond the weather, there's other things that you create your life with. See, you don't have to, you came here for a purpose. But now that you're awake, now that you are conscious, or perhaps you're just waking up, you get to have a choice. You don't have to do the same thing that you came for. You can set your own purpose so that you're fulfilled in what you choose to do in this life. The only question is, what do you want? If you're looking at life in the way humans look at it, oh, I'm already X years old. I don't have much time. What is it? Why would I go to school to learn something new? I'm already this X old. That's a human way of looking at things. Maybe you were told you have an expiration date. It will be the first one, by the way, because no one comes here with an expiration date. You have all the time in the world. If you look at it from your infinite being. Remember, when you're infinite, you know there's no beginning and there's no end to you. Doesn't matter how old you are. You have all the time in the world, all the time in the universe, all the time in the multiverse. And actually, you can even work with time and make it work to your advantage. You're here. What do you want to learn? What do you want to do? See, we are drawn to some activities, but the human way of things is like you need a permission slip to do those activities you enjoy. Who or what are you waiting to give you that permission slip? If it's not you, who can give you that permission slip for you to enjoy what you do or to do what you enjoy? Because you really have to enjoy what you're doing in order for you to do more of it and to create, to let your creativity come out. You're a magnificent creator, and you create your life according to how you feel. Have you noticed that? So, what permission slip are you looking for? Creator of all that is, are you there? Creator of all that is, it is commanded that you give the beings listening today the permission slip they need to do what they want to do in order to create their lives or better. Do this at all levels of their beings, please. Thank you. Creator of all that is, it is commanded that you give them the download to access their inner child. Whenever, however, just because. And it's okay for them to do so. At all levels, please. Thank you. See, as a child, you will create without limitation. No restrictions whatsoever. Time wasn't a restriction. Money wasn't a restriction. Nothing was ever a restriction for what you wanted as a child. You will create without thinking. We just ask for it and it will show up. Let's do that. Let's continue with that. Allow your inner child to come out and create. Sometimes if you've ever talked to a child and played with them, they come up with this awesome stories of what's going on. So what would it take for your inner child to come out and play and create a future? Create your life. What can you create then? And as a child, you don't need a permission slip to create anything. You just create it. So if you have an impulse to do something, do it. Don't wait for anyone or anything. Do it. The Creator has given you the permission slip that you need. You don't need other permission slip at all. You don't. Create the life you truly want to live in. And let your inner child come out and play as you create. We have become too adult. It's adult. No, adult is an adjective, it's not a verb, but I want to use it as a verb. We've become too adulted. Stop it. Go back to being a child. Go back to having that wonder. What will happen if that wandering thinking, that wandering curiosity? And you have it all now. The permission slip, you've been given carte blanche to do what you want to create. No limitations whatsoever. Let's create a future we want to live in. Shall we? And like you said in war games, Shall we play a game? Who outcreates who? And with that, let's take a couple deep breaths as we come back to the present. When you're ready, rub your hands together, rub your face, and open your eyes.